All right, everybody there, what's going on?
What's happening?
What is happening today?
Say there.
Welcome to Inkatatas Productions Podcast, Epic the Podcast.
Epic
My name
podcast.
is Richie Cunningham, and I'm joined here by my co-host,
Richie Cunningham.
We were both named the same thing, coincidentally, the same year, 1 month apart.
Yes.
I grew up in South London, he grew up in North London.
They're like, Richie from the north?
No, Richie from the South.
Richie from the south. I hate that bastard.
Hi, I'm David.
I'm Jeremy.
I'm David Castro.
And I'm Jeremy Carter.
And we are the hosts of
this
Epic the
little thing
Podcast.
called Epic the Podcast.
A small, tiny little thing. And what's going on? Why is there like so much body heat today?
I was
why am I
wondering.
aroused?
I was like, why? What's going on? Like,
Why am I so aroused?
The hairs are standing up on my body.
Like a Spidey sense?
Yeah, it's like I sense
like
something.
a Spidey says.
It's like,
oh, there's a lady here.
a female?
A woman.
Oh,
Yes, I am here
This is our
for
great...
your arousal purposes,
Yes.
boys.
That's the only...
finally, that's the only thing you're getting.
Yeah,
It's
I get that a lot. Thank you.
a friend of the show.
Yes.
Her name is Tanya.
Tanya.
Say hi, Tanya.
Hi, Tanya.
Introduce
Hi, I am Tanya.
That is right.
Tanya.
Are you related to Tanya Harding?
No.
Because you have the same first name, so I figured
Yeah.
there's some relation.
Does she spell it with an A or an O? I feel like I should know
Oh,
this.
you're right. It's O-N-I-A or Y-A.
She's an O. Ew, we don't like O's.
We don't like O's.
Yeah, we don't like the O spelling.
Did you
Gross.
talk to your parents before you were named and be like, you know what? Make sure you spell it this way.
Actually, funny story. I was supposed to be born a boy.
Were you really?
So they didn't have a girl name for me.
Are you
really?
serious?
Yeah.
So it was an
interesting.
impromptu Tanya.
Yeah, not a clue.
Oh, God, what do we do? What do we do, Tanya? Oh, God.
They just panicked.
What do I do with a little girl?
They just panicked when they were like, oh, it's a girl. Oh, Tanya. I guess that works. Tanya.
I mean, I was born in the 80s. You know, I'm sure there was...
We're all 80s babies here.
The three of us are the best thing to come out of the 80s. Let's be
Oh, for
honest.
Legit.
Let's be honest.
You know.
Bon Jovi, he's great and all.
Yeah.
but-
Yeah.
Nintendo.
Take that compares pretty well.
The Terminator, that's always good.
I do feel like I still to this day like live on a prayer. Like living on
Oh
a
my
prayer,
God,
you
that's
know?
my jam.
Yes.
Nice.
Ask Hiromi. Living on her. Oh, what's it called? Fucking say the words.
Living on a prayer.
There, that one. and then Madonna's
Like a virgin.
like a star.
Like,
Star more.
Oh.
I can't sing it because it's copyrighted.
Oh.
But basically,
Yes.
I want to start off the podcast. I guess we already started it, but I want to apologize to everybody, especially Jane Austen and all your fans.
Yes.
I incorrectly said that Little Women was written by Jane Austen on the last podcast. I am so uneducated. I'm so sorry. That was Louisa May Alcott. And so that is my mistake, and I wanted to retcon.
Wow,
So,
failure.
I know, I'm really bad.
Failure.
I'm so sorry
You know
to
what?
But
everybody.
you've righted your wrongs.
Let's dissolve the
You
entire
know?
podcast.
Let's this is the right
This
time
is the
to end
third
the
and
podcast.
final episode.
We have our first guest.
Epic the podcast.
God, what a great,
It's all-
what an epic end to
Yeah, I
an
know.
epic
It is.
podcast.
You know?
Just with an apology and a thump. It's like, wow, this is how we end.
You know what they say when you make mistakes, quit immediately.
Quit immediately.
Yes.
Do anything.
Never get up again. Like,
Never
just
get up.
stop.
Stay down.
Just
kill yourself.
ask for forgiveness and then kill.
Yeah, just definitely going to
Yep.
be teaching my kids
Ritual
that.
suicide.
So it was nice knowing you guys.
Yeah.
Yep.
I love both of you.
Yep.
And,
Are we all like ending our
and-
lives after we end
yes,
this
yes.
podcast?
Just me.
Ritual
It's
suicide.
Yeah, you guys can start the new company.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
can
I
be the
like
new
this.
host.
Yeah. You be the new host.
Oh, I
This
love
is
this.
actually a
I love
secret
this.
introduction
Yes.
to our new host.
Yes, Tanya, the
Yes,
host.
I am here for it. I'm here.
This is my exit episode.
Yes, we're changing the name to Tanya.
To Tanya, the
Just
podcast.
Tanya.
Just Tanya. Like, damn it.
But like with an O and not an A.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Yeah, no,
We don't do that. Any.
Okay.
So anyway, what's going on, Tanya? How are you? How's this new year been going for you?
I'm good. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
Just another year.
Oh yeah. Is
You
that
know,
right?
I turn the big 3-5. I feel like women get
welcome.
very, scared to talk about their age, but I'm like,
Why?
I'm killing it in my 30s.
Dude, you are. Hell yeah.
Got a
You look like
job.
you're about 24, I would say.
Oh, I get that a lot.
Yeah,
It's
you
'cause,
do.
well, I haven't showered today, so I look a little
That makes sense.
younger, maybe.
Yeah, we got the wheels.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't showered in 4 weeks. That's why I look.
Yeah.
That's the
10 years
secret.
younger.
That's the
So
secret.
good.
That's the secret.
Everybody stop.
Stop showering,
Showering.
guys. Come on.
All
It's a conspiracy.
Showering is a conspiracy.
It's the Illuminati. They want you to buy more soap.
God, they're so smart.
Ew, so bad.
God, they've tricked us for our whole lives.
Our whole entire
They
lives.
told us to clean and bathe.
But did we listen?
Yeah,
Yes,
we did until now.
We actually did. Yeah, we're so sorry. But yeah, we're great to have you here.
Yeah,
Thanks for
thank
joining
you.
us. We hear you're an enormous fan of the show. Enormous
thank
fan.
you.
Huge, huge, huge.
Tell us why you love us so much.
In explicit hour-long detail.
And that is the topic of the episode.
How much do you love us?
How much
Get
do
ready
you
for the
love
ride.
us?
You know?
Oh, God. Well, cool.
I love you guys.
we love
and
you
I'm
too.
so excited to be a part of this.
Thank you very much. We love
Thank
you
you
as well.
guys.
And we're going to display that afterwards with the orgy. So
Oh, yes.
Yep.
that's how much we love you.
Yeah. The
As I
only
sip
thing I'm
on
worried
my
about.
old fashioned right now.
The only thing I'm worried about is can we record just the epicness of the orgy
The audio, for sure.
in audio only format?
That's the ASMR portion.
That's
of
the
it.
that will be
Just-
the ASMR portion.
slapping. It's just a lot of slapping sounds. It's like, why is there so much slapping? What is what?
That is
wow, that is so
yes, coming
great.
To
That is so explanatory, right?
yeah.
Oh man.
So basically, so today's podcast, we're going to be talking about binge watching, online streaming, video watching of movies and TV shows, comedies.
Yeah, like comedies. I've been binge watching shows since college, and which has been a little bit of time now.
A couple months.
A couple 2 treats.
Is that when it started? When was like the first?
Yeah, what
binge?
I feel like it started with Friends
Was Friends the first binge?
or Seinfeld,
'Cause it was definitely
maybe.
Netflix.
Online?
Yeah, like when?
Well, when did
Yeah,
Netflix
what was the first?
come?
Yeah, because first it was the DVD sets, right? So
Yes,
you go to Best
yes.
Buy and you get yourself, I want the whole third
whole
season.
thing.
Well, you remember that.
The OC, I watched that a lot.
For example, Netflix, when it first started, right? What's it called? It was mainly like a DVD rental thing, remember?
Oh, what was that?
Like you could just order the DVDs through the mail or something.
What was that like?
And then they started
through
streaming.
Blockbuster?
Then it was streaming?
Yeah, I believe so.
Oh
Yeah,
my
yeah,
gosh.
yeah.
How long ago was this? This is like
Man.
so
That was when like Redbox was huge. Remember?
Redbox.
Yeah, it was definitely early 2000s.
Yeah.
That long ago?
Yeah, I think so.
I would say so.
I feel like I was still going to Blockbusters at early 2000s.
Did they really?
Blockbusters was dying out by the time.
Yeah.
Because I don't remember going to Blockbuster in college at all, like ever. Blockbuster was over.
I think you're right.
Maybe like 1 or 2 years.
Like early 2000s, like are we talking like early 2000s, like 2002 or early
Like 3, 4,
2010?
5.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
The single digits, I guess you could call it.
Single
The
digits.
4-digit years.
The timeline.
Should we? Yeah, let's. Oh,
But yeah.
wow, yeah.
It was.
See, so it's like
Blockbuster
3.
launches Blockbuster Online.
Yeah.
Compete with Netflix.
It was
2004.
Yeah. See, that's what it was. In
You were
2004,
right.
Blockbuster knew it was over.
God.
So they tried to get in.
Remember that? Did you ever use that?
No one did. It was over. Everyone was like, man, fuck you, Blockbuster, because Blockbuster had
Yeah.
those late fees, those monster
Oh,
fees.
those
Oh,
late.
like $3.
You missed 1 hour.
just
Yeah.
buy the DVD.
Yeah, you might as
Dude,
well just buy the
they
damn
just
thing.
whip their dicks out their pants when you try to return it. They're like, returning something.
4 minutes ago.
Zip.
That's the deadline.
You're just like, damn it.
Again?
Again?
All right.
All right.
All right.
Pulling them down. Right.
I mean, Blockbuster was atrocious with that.
Yeah, you're right.
That's what opened up the windows in 2004.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
Netflix was going.
I had no idea it was so long ago, but like my
Yeah.
time
Yeah.
perception, like depth perception, is pretty shitty.
It's like
So-
Inception.
Yeah.
Well, we've been streaming shows for about 16 years now.
Good God. Do you guys
That's why
remember what
we've
your
been-
first streaming show that you watched that you were like,
See, that's what I don't remember. I don't remember the
Streaming?
yeah, that you
So
were like,
not
this is streaming.
getting the DVDs.
first. Yeah,
Right,
like
where you
streaming.
just-
Legit, you watch it. Whether it's a
went straight through.
whether it's a rerun, like for example, like Netflix had Friends on there for a while.
Friends for sure.
So like if that was your first time, your first streaming show, was that something like that? Do you guys remember that? Because I don't.
Man.
I don't think I do.
I don't remember my first.
A show even.
The first one I can remember was...
I don't remember.
I don't remember my first.
I don't know. I was thinking it was like, what would it have been? Because we didn't have Netflix for like a long time, and I didn't really watch anything show-wise on Netflix.
Right.
I think it was maybe Breaking Bad.
Oh, yeah.
Breaking Bad. I was thinking that too.
I was thinking that maybe.
It's the first one I can remember for sure.
Yeah.
If not Friends, Breaking Bad for sure.
Did you like Breaking Bad, Tanya?
I did. Yeah. Actually, and one of my things with binging is like, why is it that we have to get like through the first few to really get it? Like you can't just watch the first one and be like, holy shit, I can't wait to watch
it.
The
takes a couple of episodes.
It takes either like the first few episodes or the first season really.
That does happen for a couple of shows.
Binging.
I think the reason for that is because some shows like Breaking Bad wasn't designed for Netflix or streaming. It was designed on network television.
Yeah, that's
where
true.
Each episode stand on its own, and it's like, okay, you gotta. And it was a slow build.
Right.
Like the whole concept for Breaking Bad was let's slowly watch this dude
become
from a chemistry teacher to a horrendous.
Yeah,
so
that's
it was
true.
like a slow grind, and it wasn't.
That's true. I guess maybe that's it.
It wasn't like Netflixy, but they have shows designed for Netflix, right?
Yeah,
where they're like, all right, we need them to want to binge it, so. Let's make sure there's this huge cliffhanger at the end of every episode.
Yes.
Or it's designed in a way to hook you quickly.
Right.
That's
and
so true.
It's not as episodic as it is like this long film almost with this cliffhanger.
Like a 10-hour movie.
Yeah.
For some show.
So like you kind of get, it's designed to hook you. It's all in the writing, I think.
I was going to say that definitely like Breaking Bad did not
Breaking Bad doesn't hook you
Game
as much.
of Thrones, I started like 3 times before I finally got through all of it.
That was another one. It was for HBO.
I started I started watching Game of Thrones like after about 4 seasons.
4 seasons.
And that's when
Same.
Where was that?
I started mentioning that on the old school DVD.
It had to have been HBO.
Yeah. Maybe something like that. Yeah, I guess
because you could binge on.
One of my good friends, Nick Malago. That's my boy. Shout out to Nick Malago.
Love your last name. And first name again.
Yeah, he randomly was like, "Dude, you haven't seen Game of Thrones?" And we ran. And he's like, "Dude, that's it." And we went to Best Buy and got 3 seasons of the DVD. Yeah. And we just ran through those boys. I'm like, "This is amazing."
Yeah, dude. When you pound through those episodes like that, I think it dedefinitely gets you that effect for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you're like more overwhelmed, I feel.
Right.
But I don't know. Do you remember what's it called? What's your most recent show that you've been binging?
Oh my God, Schitt's Creek, 100%.
Schitt's Creek?
I'm obsessed with that show.
I've heard
I
of
also
that show.
really love Canadians in chiropractic school, which is where I met Richie Cunningham from the North, aka Dave Castro.
I like how you remember that. I'm from the North side of London.
I can't stand the North.
Southie focus. We can curse, by the way.
Right.
Oh, good, because that's all I do.
Okay, good.
I started watching it, and the funny thing about it is I started watching the first few episodes like 6-8 months ago.
Oh, really?
And then I stopped watching because someone else or something else got the best of my attention.
Okay.
And then I've had so many friends tell me, "You love this show. I'm like, all right, I'm just going to like sit down.
So you were recommended it basically.
Okay. And then I started watching and my heart, and I just like got really Twitter-pated.
Is it like
over the show and David
Can you
Rose.
give us like for the people that don't know me, what is it about? Is there a creek, first of all?
Yes, there is a creek.
There's a creek?
Yes.
There's
an actual
Say
creek.
no more.
Yes.
Is it made of shit?
So is it real? It's based, I don't know if I can talk about this, but I'm going to. So it's based out of Toronto.
Okay.
And so is there like a real Schitt's Creek in Toronto? I don't know.
Or
it's like based around Toronto. I don't think right in Toronto, but like there's someplace around Toronto area.
SCHITT.
Yeah.
Like
and so, So basically it's about this hugely rich family.
Apps me.
It's about this rich family.
Okay.
And they lose all of their money because their business manager totally fucked them.
Really?
Like real bad.
As in like, so basically like
took all their money.
We start at the beginning and they're fine, and then suddenly they don't have
anything.
Okay.
They
so
have
it's almost
nothing.
like the Bluths from Arrested Development, like where it starts off like where they have money.
Yeah.
Then the dad gets arrested for fraud or whatever, and then suddenly they don't have
and
like
they have
money,
no money.
Kind of.
They can basically pack whatever they can get a hold of. And then as they're talking to their lawyer, it's a fictional city. Sad.
City. But there could be a real creek.
Yeah, there could still be a creek.
Wait, the fictional city of Toronto?
Yeah, fictional city of Toronto.
Toronto?
I knew it was fake.
You know, people say they're going to Toronto. They're actually just going to like
Canada.
Canada. Just the general.
Yeah.
Drake can even make up a real hometown.
Yeah.
Come on, try harder, Drake.
Try harder,
Drake.
I knew you were fake.
Ooh, rhyme time.
Drake.
I love it.
Drake is fake. Toronto doesn't exist.
Toronto.
I love that.
Toronto doesn't exist.
Yeah, no, I love Toronto. Actually, I've been to Toronto and I fell in love with Toronto.
It's so nice. If it wasn't in Canada and that far north, and if it was like in California, I'd be like, let's live there forever.
Yeah,
because it's such
like
a cool
if
city.
it wasn't cold,
Yeah,
I would totally live there. Yeah,
Toronto, California.
Toronto, California.
That's probably fictional.
Yeah, that one is fictional.
Yeah, that one.
So
that's what the show is about.
So the funny part about it is how Schitt's Creek gets pulled into this story is when they did have all their money, the dad, played by our fave, Eugene Levy. Yeah, and he talked about how he's always known for American Pie, and now he's totally known for this show.
Oh, that's right.
But he was the dad. Yeah.
Okay, he's the dad. Okay.
And so he buys this town for his son as a joke.
He buys a town?
Because it's like a very small town, and it is
the fictional town of Toronto.
Yeah. So Schitt's Creek is a very small town in Canada. I mean, it is fictional, but whatever.
Yeah.
And it is also very shitty.
Really?
Yeah. So you own this city basically because you bought it as a joke for your son, who is played by his actual son, Dan Levy, and he is like
real son?
Magic.
That's awesome.
I didn't know that.
Dan Levy is. He's like definitely in my top 5. I'm obsessed with him.
I've seen him, but I didn't know that it was his son for some reason.
Yeah.
That's really cool, actually.
And then his daughter is actually in the show as well as another character.
Not his daughter.
Not his actual daughter, no.
Okay. But
but then, so they have to move into this hotel. It's actually a motel. I'm sorry, a motel.
Okay.
They have 2 rooms and they just live in this thing for like 3 years, and they basically learn. It's also a show about like family because you have to like lean on your family and your friends when you're in like the darkest time ever.
So there's like a heart and like moral,
but it's mostly just
jokes.
Fucking hilarious.
I've heard really good things about it.
Catherine O'Hara, the mom from Home Alone. Plays the mom, and she's hilarious. And
she's really
her
funny,
accent in it. So they actually I read this somewhere, but Eugene Levy and Catherine O'Hara met when they did basically like Canada Second City. So there's a second city in Toronto. That's real, not fictional.
Okay.
I didn't know
they met there, and because that second city did a TV show.
Oh wow! That's
back
cool.
in like
I
the 80s.
They had one up there. Actually.
Yeah.
That's Wait, how many are there? How many?
There's one.
Are there?
I know there's those 2, and I thought there was one, and I think there's 3.
Total.
I
did not know that.
I need to look.
I thought that there was just
the only one that matters to me is Chicago because Chris Farley. R.I.P.
That's your boy, right?
That's my boy.
Literally your boy.
Don't forget about my girl Tina Fey, though. That's my girl.
She's your daughter,
Tina.
Tina.
I remember when we were birthing her,
and I was holding your hand. I was like, call her Tina for me. Name her after me. Tina.
We're like, that's our girl, Tina.
That's our girl. I love it.
Name her Tina.
On behalf
of me. Yeah, that's awesome. But Chris Farley, one of the funniest guys.
Yeah. So long story short, that's
the show.
That's the show.
Quick question: do you think Chris Farley would do a TV show, like a streaming show? Would he be a cast member? Do you think he would be good for that, or would you think he's better in like movie form or just like sketch show SNL?
I mean, obviously,
like could you see him? I guess.
He was amazing, but I do feel like if he did a show based on maybe like a Matt Foley that, you know,
like on Netflix, for example.
Yeah.
They had like a show.
I think about this quite often, like what my life and what all of our lives would be like if Chris Farley was still alive. Like the comedy we would have. Because, I mean, it's 90s comedy. It is 90s has comedy. Kind of faded a little bit.
Do you think that has it gotten better or I know it's different for sure.
I think it definitely.
What do you guys think?
Comedy, I feel like comedy dipped a while.
Well, there's a definite lack of physical comedy, right?
Yes, physical comedy, and that was all.
Yeah, Chris Farley was all about the phesicall.
Yeah, for sure.
He had so much energy.
I mean, how many tables do we think that you destroyed?
That's the thing. There's not enough cocaine out now. What's happening to our society?
Come on, Hollywood.
Guys, bring back the cocaine. Jeez. God, man.
I do feel like he could be good in a TV show.
I mean, I think anyone with Chris Farley's enthusiasm would be great.
He could do anything.
Comedy right now, unfortunately, has hit like this weird wall. I think a lot because of at least I think that's why these Canadian shows are taking a leap forward because they're not as censored.
What other shows, by the way?
American comedy has hit this like political correctness.
Oh my gosh, yes. I think you're absolutely right.
We're afraid to push boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
What other Canadian shows do you guys know?
So
I'm not too familiar with which ones are Canadian.
I just heard Letterkenny, and I need to. I've heard the humor in that's hilarious. And then also like Trailer Park Boys with Bubbles. Oh yeah, oh my god, I love Bubbles.
Yeah, for sure.
But I think, you know, looking at Canada versus America, and like my whole thing is like, does Canada trump quote unquote USA? Right. And I think Jeremy's right in the fact that I do think Canadians and their humor has trumped America recently.
Cool.
At least the live action humor.
Yeah.
Like, there's like, we have a lot of like the cartoon humor that's
like Big Mouth or something.
Big Mouth. Oh my God.
BoJack
And Family Guy.
BoJack Horseman.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, BoJack. Yeah.
So there still are some risk takers.
But like, as far as like the live action comedy, like who's killing the game right now?
You know which show I really loved that just ended was The Good Place.
I need to watch that.
That show is hilarious.
And
it's not like necessarily like dirty humor, like risky humor or anything like that. It's just absurd hilarity. I love absurdism. That's like
absurdism.
Where I think is just so ridiculous to the point that you're just like, this is hilarious because of how ridiculous you know?
Yeah, I need to get on that one.
That show ended beautifully. It was like great ending. So
perfect.
I loved it. I was in tears, and it was a sad show.
I think it gets better. You know, obviously shows get better as they go through and get to the end. Because Schitt's Creek is on its last season as well.
How many seasons in? Or is
6? It's in its 6th season. Yeah,
it's been a bit then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which was surprising too. I was like, holy crap. Yeah, and it took me like less than a week to watch it. But you also like think about these 30-minute shows on Netflix. They're 21 minutes. Right. You could fly through an entire season in one day.
Do you like to do
speaking of that, that's a good question.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've got the shows like on Netflix that are designed to fly through. Like they release a season and it's all there, like House of Cards style.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's released.
Watch all of it.
Watch all of it.
Or, you know, so for instance, on the new Disney Plus streaming service.
Right.
Now Disney's in the game.
Yeah.
The Mandalorian. I don't know if you've seen that time.
I've not. Okay. I've seen everything and anything all about this Baby Yoda guy.
Do you want to watch this later? We can
during the orgies.
During the orgy, we just have the Mandalorian.
This is weird. Weird memories now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's a big one.
So the Mandalorian was streamed, but it was released weekly. At first.
You're right.
So now you can go back and watch it. But when it first came out, it was like you had to wait a week, just like a regular show.
That's how
how it used to be.
Yeah.
On regular television.
So would you rather, do you think it's better to sit down and fly through a season and like get the whole thing done?
I want to know if it's like that. If it's better for like obviously in two ways, right?
Yeah,
better
like,
for you as in like you get that instant satisfaction or the effect of the show.
Well, everyone's all about instant gratification.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, back to
We
the
love
TV,
tuning
though.
our own.
We've been tooting on.
I love pulling my pants down and just tooting
away.
away.
Just tooting, toot, toot, toot.
They call him Jeremy the tutor. He doesn't tutor anything.
Okay,
he's not a teacher.
I
He just toots.
just toot my own.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he's really good at it. But
yeah.
What do you think? Do you
I
think this is better or is it?
Well, I've always been about binging.
Okay.
But I am currently watching Schitt's Creek week to week.
Okay.
But The Handmaid's Tale was like that too, where you have to go by week.
Yeah,
and you have to wait.
For sure. That's Amazon's, I think, right?
No,
or
it's
Hulu. Yeah, for sure.
So maybe it's just really Netflix that does like straight binge.
Netflix is all about the binge.
Yeah, all about the binge, man.
Does Netflix do the weekly?
I don't think so. I don't think that they've. I don't know.
It's really like the whole thing. Is right
it's
there
like
for your
everything in Netflix
convenience.
is designed to just be released.
I think you're right. I feel like there's nothing
Like,
on Netflix that's like a weekly release thing.
What's that one? Like the Ozarks. Like that's. They filmed the whole season.
Our boy Jason Bateman. There.
That's my boy.
Obsessed with him.
That
He's
show's great.
so good.
We all birthed.
Yeah, it's like to me, I get like more of like the epic effect. Like okay, like Game of Thrones, right?
Oh
Red
yeah.
Wedding. Like I remember like when I watched that.
Have you seen that, by the way?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I am.
For Game of Thrones.
Yeah, Game of Thrones.
Spoilers. Why? Just close your ears if you need to.
And
Yeah,
we
and your
talked
eyes.
about this episode before on the show.
Right.
But when the Red Wedding ended, and
I
it was
love
credits,
Rob Stark too.
Yeah.
Oh, poor guy.
God, his whole family.
I guess his family too. Whatever.
Yeah.
But
So when the credits rolled, I think I would have been. It would have ruined the effect if it started auto loop into like the next.
like
beat.
the next.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
well, for me to have to stop and just like not watch something for a while, it like sunk in more. Like if it was like auto play, it's like some episodes I feel you just need the weight of having to wait.
That silence, that moment to like reflect. But I think that's the thing. I feel like it's different with comedies compared to drama.
I would absolutely agree.
It could be, right.
For sure.
Because when you finish a comedy, they typically, like most comedies, unless they're, they have like a dramedy element to it, they probably end on like a joke and you're just cracking up as it's ending and going to the credits and then the next episode starts. And you're kind of just like, you're on this like wave of
some
euphoria.
comedies like BoJack Horseman have like a lot of like dramatic elements, like
right?
real like life stuff that you can definitely reflect.
Okay.
Like not all comedies are just turn your brain off humor.
For sure, yeah.
Which I don't hate.
Right.
Yeah,
but
right. There's a time and place.
There's
I
time and
guess
place.
I guess if you're like multitasking and you're cleaning your house or doing reports or something, and you've got like a comedy in the background. Yeah, that's a good place.
Yeah,
to,
that's
like,
a good point.
Stream it.
I also get really sad, like not to like literally talk about Schitt's Creek the entire time, but I get when you bust through all those episodes, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm almost done. What am I gonna do?
Right.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And then I get
like
a little. I shed a tear.
Do you
anxiety.
guys ever stop like watching a show because it's almost ending?
I
You're
thought about it.
give myself. Like you give yourself another week. You're like, all right, I gotta finish this next week. It's gonna be over.
Yeah.
I have.
I think I had that
but
too.
I have.
Yeah, I did that
sure.
too. And I did that with, I can't remember the last show I did that for, but it was like a while ago where I was like, I know it's almost over. What was it? It was, God, I can't remember, but I did that where I knew it was the last episode was coming up and it was the final episode of the whole series. And I was like, I'm not going to watch it because it's not going to be over in my mind. It's like I'm keeping, it's like, it's
Like,
still
I don't
going.
want it to be done.
I'm in denial, basically.
Yeah.
It's like a
I'm in
stage of
denial,
grief, which is horrible.
Exactly.
But I don't know, I've done that before.
Yeah.
So, but okay, that's cool. So yeah, I would say, at least for me, that there are, what's it called, times where you do want it to keep going and then times where you want to like stop
like
and
you and then obviously talking about cliffhangers at the end of shows as well, you're like, oh my god, I literally have to watch the next episode. I can't not watch it.
And a lot of shows do that.
Like,
yes.
Like I just remember like the grand anticipation I had for like a new Game of Thrones episode or like a new Breaking Bad episode.
Yeah.
I was just like, I cannot wait. And then of course you got the ability to watch it whenever you want.
Right.
But like that wait, I think is something that it's like it's in the human. It's like the human DNA to like anticipate like a great story.
Yeah.
So just to be able to sit down and fly through it. I think you're right. It's how the show is designed.
Yeah,
I feel like I'm changing my ways.
Because when you fly through something,
talking about this, really, okay.
I just think like the effect of flying through something takes away of like really, processing what you're watching.
Yeah,
or what you're being told. Because like your brain. You just on to the next.
Yeah, that's also a thing.
And it can get overwhelming.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like, what did I just watch? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like
some of these shows are very overwhelming,
right.
like Game of Thrones.
Well, it's like reading comprehension. Those tests that I always fail.
God, yeah. I definitely failed those parts as well.
I got to a certain point where at the reading comprehension part of the test, I'm just like, skip. All right, math.
Horrible scores in that section.
And math. Okay. So it's like okay, what did I just watch? Right. It's like, man. So for at least for me, it takes me like sometimes like to turn it off and be like, man, and process what it was that I watched, what did it mean, what did I get out of it, and really soak it in before I start something new.
Yeah.
But because even the shows like Breaking Bad, because the first 4 seasons I think I binged through because I was late to the game.
Me too.
Yeah,
Me too.
And I think that plays a part in it too.
Yeah.
If you're late to the game, like if you're late in a new season starting or something like that, you're like, I gotta. But that's how it was for Game of Thrones with me.
But I remember less. I remember less of the first 4 seasons than I do of the.
That's just your memory fading.
No, dude.
That's your age.
Oh no! What's my name again?
Richie Cunningham from the South.
Oh yes. I feel like
it's so funny. I want to be from London now.
You are. Have you forgotten too?
Yes.
We're all from the great country.
From the motherland.
I have a funny story outside of the whole binge. So my friend Cullen and I, we had another friend with us.
Shout out to Cullen.
Yeah, Cull. We basically went out on like a day of a day drinking trip, around the city of Chicago.
That's much more tame than I was doing.
We started off like at the 95th floor of
Hancock Tower?
Obviously classy.
Signature room.
And then we got this grand idea to start using English accents. And mine is horrific.
Great.
And Cullen's was, tasteful.
It's very posh kind of.
Yeah. And so we were just and then we went to the hotel. Distinguished, yes. We went to the hotel next door. I think it was the Ritz.
Okay.
And we're sitting at the bar using our accents, and these 4 older couples, or like 2 couples, these 4 older people come up, and we're talking with them. I'm using my accent
the whole time.
Yeah. Wow. And they're like, oh, we like her. And it was something like Cullen was like, yeah, she's from the trashy part of London because of my accent was so bad. And they're like, oh, we like her.
Your accent is so bad.
Yeah.
It's from the worst part of
London.
What
is that? What is
somehow
the trashy part of London?
It's the South Dudgeon.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. I kind of want to hear this now. Can you say something like?
I always say like hello and cheerio, and they're like, no one says cheerio. And they're like,
I think in cartoons. English.
Well, I do have a voice. Like I have a voice for cartoons, I believe. So
you would be an awesome cartoon voice artist, I think. But that's really funny. So you guys kept up that ruse, that bit, the whole.
Our other friend was very embarrassed by us.
You had another one?
Yeah, he didn't. He used his English accent or his American accent.
So there was just 2 random English people with one American.
In the Ritz-Carlton, like drinking martinis or something like that. Anyway.
That's funny. I like that though. But yeah, I think definitely when you're able to binge watch a show, it's really great for catching up on something. If you want to watch something like live, for example. That's what I had to do with Game of Thrones. I had to watch all 4 first seasons, plow right through them so I could watch the 5th season as it was coming out weekly. So I think that's really good for that.
One thing, so I'm engaged.
Congrats.
Married in May. I'm super excited. And it's been like not a bad process. We'll be engaged for like a year and a half. So
that's fine.
But one of the first things that we did when we first met was we binged a show called Made in Chelsea. And speaking of London,
that's in Chelsea.
It is like it is in Chelsea. And so it is basically you're taking Laguna Beach. to Chelsea.
Is it a reality show?
Yeah, it's reality, but there's definitely some like acting parts to it. But it's socialites, and it's the children of socialites in Chelsea, and it's hilarious. And they're like trashy people, but we love that. So we binge, and that's one thing that we share is that we binge shows. Like we binge Parks and Rec, which was amazing. Ron Swanson is. For sure. Absolute gold.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, and I think it's something that you can also do with your loved ones.
Yeah.
That's very true. I think it is a good bonding type of
and you have someone to talk about. Talk about it with. And
for sure. And just to like, literally just like plop your butt on the soft butt.
Soft butt on the soft couch. That's purple and velvety.
Velvety couch. Yes. With food, maybe order food and then just get through a show.
When you don't want to like go out or you like just want to Sunday or whatever. You just want, or Saturday evening.
You don't want to talk.
You don't want to talk.
Or see the other person.
So that's another time when
watch TV together.
Yeah,
that's perfect. That way you're doing something together, but
not.
But not perfect. It's like a date almost.
But really,
such a good date.
Well, speaking of dates, it's a good time to segue to another related topic.
I like this.
Now,
it's totally unrelated.
People have been, you know, we're film geeks as well.
I would consider myself a film connoisseur.
A film connoisseur.
Aficionado.
Now, people are saying that there might be like a decline in cinema now because of the whole streaming.
Quality-wise?
Yeah.
Or
amount? Just going.
Right. Yeah.
Is the trend of streaming services and the the improvement in like home theater technology, like sound and
drawing
TV,
people away
from going to the theaters for films?
I can see that happening, not just statistically.
Now, do you guys? Is there still a thing
as like
movie dates? Like, do people still go on movie dates and watch movies?
I haven't in a while, but
what was the last thing you saw, Tanya? The last movie you saw in theaters? Do you remember?
I think I went with some of my lady friends here in Chicago, but I can't.
I'm one of those. Girls Night Out. #Girls Night Out.
Yeah. Fucking Girls Night. Do you guys know Fortune Feimster? She's like, fucking Girls Night. She's hilarious. She's a comedian. She's the best.
Okay, cool.
But I don't remember what it was called. I should know that. Oh,
was it long?
I think it was Beauty and the Beast. No, that seems so long ago.
That's a long time ago.
That seems too far away.
There was 3 years?
There's another one.
Wow.
It's hard to really remember because
there's another one.
There used to be a time when I would go to like Jeremy and I when we were in college.
We go all the time.
We'd go like almost like 3 times a month. It'd be like
AMC has things now though, because I just saw a patient a while ago and he was like, I have this AMC thing where I go like 3 times a week,
like the Stubs Rewards member. Yeah, like you like pay like a membership and you get to go as much as you want or something. Yeah, I've heard that. I think they stopped it. I thought they did something where they did that and then they stopped it. Or maybe that was somebody else. Maybe not AMC.
I think, is it AMC? I don't know, but people are definitely still going, but they're doing more of like this rewards where you pay a monthly fee and you can go as many as you want.
Right. I think they have to incentivize people.
Do you think like...
I'm also like not close to them.
Do you think there's a trend down? Like, do you think in our lifetimes there'll be a point where people are like, yo, what is a theater? Like, you don't do this anymore. Like, it's all about everything going straight to your house. Like, anything that's made, it's loaded straight to your house.
I want to say...
Maybe not in our lifetime.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I want to say that maybe...
Because my mom is like emphatic, like, the theater is dying. I'm like, no, mother. No. Mother.
English mother, no.
My English mother.
English mother.
She's like, Jeremy, my son from South London. She's like so expositional. I think that the theater, the cinema is declining in terms of attendance. Like gradually, but I don't know. I want to say that it's not going to happen, that the theaters aren't going to just stop existing, but I feel like realistically it could happen. It's one of those things that potentially could happen just because of like everything that's going on around us. How many stores on State and Michigan are closing because of online shopping?
Oh my gosh. It's insane.
I've seen a ton of stores closing.
I tried to find some shoes that I wanted the other day, and I wanted, of
Yeezys?
Of course, no. They're actually some basketball shoes.
Oh, okay.
And,
Yeezy basketballs.
And I wanted, of course, when Kobe died, rest in peace, Kobe.
Oh, God. God, rest in peace.
Number 24.
Terrible accident.
Love you.
And the family and his daughter and all the people.
I cried for
his whole family. Rick Fox,
that one hit me.
Family. Oh,
yeah.
That one hit me
real
like
hard.
Princess Diana did.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Dude, that one.
Yeah, because we were really young for Princess Di.
But I remember when Princess died, it hit me because I was like,
damn, people can die like that.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
I think that also, and the way that it happened, and all of the children, and it was
you feel bad for me.
I was shocked.
What?
I literally, my friend texted me, and I was like, my mouth hit the floor
For Kobe?
For Kobe.
Yeah,
it was crazy.
It was not something that you would expect. I mean, no one really.
He was just getting started.
He was
with
dominant.
Rest in peace, Kobe. Rest in peace and everything.
But so when he died, of course, like everyone else, I was like, I want to get his book. So I stopped by Barnes and Noble because they're supposed to have books, and of course they're all sold out.
The DePaul one?
It was like it was like the day after. So I guess everyone went straight to the bookstore to get it. Mama mentality.
Really?
You know? So I'm like, in one trip, I couldn't get my shoes, I couldn't get the book. I was just,
oh my gosh,
I'm done.
That's why you go online.
It was freezing outside. Freezing. I braced the Chicago winter elements to go out into the world. I was like, I'm on a mission, and I failed.
You poor soul.
That was a big fail.
Yeah. So
you should just give up.
I went home and went online and got everything I wanted. I was like, why?
I want this book now.
Oh yeah, it's a book. Yeah. It's a great book about his mentality, like what he did to be great. Yeah, all that work, and you can apply that. You can apply that to.
I need a little of that right now. Yeah,
and it's just a really good
you need a little bit of what? Water? Do you want some water? I forgot to offer you something.
Oh no, I'm good. Okay. I feel lubed up in my mouth.
That's all we need.
That's all we need.
Yeah.
That's all we need. Oh man, but so it's just the idea of doing everything.
I mean, things are definitely changing.
Increasing laziness of our culture.
And I feel like that's why, like, if you had told us 5 years ago that there would be so many stores closing in Chicago on these big streets, right? Just
busy streets.
Yeah, just because of online.
People want what they want, and they want
it now.
Yeah, and so that's, I think, it's sort of.
Well, here's the thing.
That way
is the experience of watching a movie together, whether it's good or bad, with a bunch of people you don't know in the dark. Is that still enough of a draw to keep that experience alive?
For me,
makes me really. I think I might just go watch a movie
when the cinema dies, if it does die, that experience is over. You'll never watch stuff with a bunch of.
I do miss that because those chairs are comfy. The popcorn. You get the darkness, huge ass boxes of candy that we probably don't need. So good.
When something sad happens and you can feel it,
and the O's in the eyes,
like the
people whispering when they're talking.
Not just that, the quality of everything. The giant screen, bigger than most people have in their homes.
I have been wanting to go for a while.
And then the sound is so good.
Like there's some movies like 1917.
Yeah,
dude, if we would have not seen that in theaters, it was fun.
I'm gonna get my fiance to do it. We gotta go.
It's a great film. My sister and my dad
perfect for theaters.
They loved it. That's the type of movie that I want to see in
like an action film.
Yeah, those are definitely movies that are I want to see in theaters, and I feel like that's why I feel like it's not gonna go away for a while, but it's declining, so it might be fewer. It might be just fewer cinemas. Which
okay, here's a question: if a movie came out in theaters and on Netflix, like The Irishman, The Irishman's a movie that came out.
Have you seen that, Tanya?
I don't. It's a great film.
De Niro, Pacino, Pesci.
I've heard of it.
It's great.
I haven't seen it.
It's on Netflix now. So
you guys, I've been too busy binge watching the TV shows to see the movies. Exactly. So I gotta change my game here.
Change the gears.
So here's a question: if a new movie came out in theaters and on Netflix at the same time, and it was like this grand movie, you could choose. You go to the theaters and have an experience of it, or you can just load it on up on your local TV.
In your
or your phone,
completely naked, and just
or your phone.
Oh, I can't watch stuff on my phone.
It's hard.
I can't do that. I need to be. I'm getting old now. I can't see things as well as I used to. Like I need
this phone is too far away from my eyes. I need to bring it closer.
I definitely wouldn't watch it on my phone, but that's a really good question to ponder.
Would you be like, screw it, I'm just gonna load it on up?
I want to be the person that says, yeah, I would totally go to the movie theater. but I can't guarantee it. Yeah, like I can't be. I feel like I'd be lying to you,
It's
and I don't
another
want to lie to
expense
you.
though, because that's the thing. Like, you either got to get to the theater, you got to buy the ticket.
It's
maybe
so hard to get
popcorn.
around in Chicago when it's just like your time is on CTA time.
Right,
You have to, or if you drive or something.
Exactly,
Fine,
and like, so you got that extra expense, right?
Yeah.
To get around and everything. So it's time and money to get to the theater when you can already just load it on your streaming service that you already have paid for, and you can
convenience.
just watch it.
Paying,
It's super
you know,
convenient.
it's-
You're losing something, the effect of the theater, but you're also gaining in like time and convenience. So like
time and money, which is like
it's definitely
top priorities for people.
Those are two important things.
Yeah.
that we have plenty of.
Yeah, like
We have
totally.
plenty of
Two of the
that.
most
Yes,
abundant
so
resources in the world.
Renewable resources next to
God.
water.
I love
It's
that we don't
time
have to
and
worry
money.
about time or money. Yeah, that's so
Renewable
perfect.
resources.
And then it's renewable resources like coal and
Yeah,
oil.
exactly.
After that.
Oxygen.
Yeah, that's a fifth.
Yeah,
Six down the line.
sure, yeah.
You all know the one thing you can always get back is time.
And
Yeah, and money. For someone that's paying for a wedding right now, yeah, that's a lot.
yeah, you have so much time with that.
So much infinite time.
So much infinite time. But yeah, that's an interesting thing. I feel like that's us.
We
for me,
should
it's a case
throw it
by
out
case.
to the viewers. You know,
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
listeners,
guys think?
listeners, not
Listeners, do we
viewers?
have any callers?
Any callers?
Oh, there you go, Tanya. I'll let you take this call. Go for it, Tanya.
Hi. Hi.
Oh, hi, I'm a big fan of the show.
So Jeremy posed a great question for our listeners.
Are you talking about Richie Cunningham from the South?
Yeah, he's from the South. Yeah, the South one.
Okay.
Yeah. So what do you think? Would you do movie theater or just throw it up on your Netflix? Throw it up on your TV?
first of all, I just want to say that I'm a big fan of the show. I listen to you guys every week. You guys have been great. You guys got me through a really tough time in my life. I just want to thank you guys for that. And
hang up on this guy.
no. I'll answer your question. I think I don't know. I think it's a case by case basis. I think it's depending on the person and the situation and maybe the financial situation.
Okay, well, that's all the time we have. We would like to thank you for calling in.
You did really great, Tanya, with that first caller.
Thank you.
Yeah, we have another caller.
I think we're too busy. We're too busy with that right now, but we will take your calls in the future. No problem.
Live recorded call.
Yeah.
Recording calls. You gotta laugh.
But yeah, I think those are like a case by case kind of thing.
Yeah, I agree.
Which is nice to have that option.
And maybe it is like those big thriller movies like 1917. I would love to see on the big screen.
Yeah,
As
there's
opposed to
definitely
TV
event
screen.
films at the Marvel films.
Because like if
I've not seen one of those.
Really? Wow.
Not
none?
one Marvel movie.
You are
Even
a
like
rare breed.
Iron Man, like the
Wow.
first one or something.
And that's the thing. Like I don't want to. I'm one of those girls. I'm one
It's
of those
impressive,
gals.
actually.
Yeah, it is.
I don't just give in to
No, no.
things.
We know.
I mean,
Oh, we
certain
know.
things I definitely give in.
We know.
Giggity.
We know.
But I think,
And we're canceled.
Click.
so yeah,
We lost our Disney sponsorship again.
Every week it happens.
Yeah, every week we lose our Disney sponsorship.
But yeah, so you don't.
I did not give in.
That's
I
okay,
haven't
though.
seen one of the Harry Potter movies.
Wow.
Even those?
Even those, I just
Never
did
interested in it?
I think
Or
one.
Star Wars?
Yeah.
Star Wars?
So no, but
Oh.
Well, that's
You've never
cool.
seen any Star Wars?
no, but that is first on my agenda. My fiance and I are going to find a time to do that, and we're going to start with the
Not
old
even
ones.
the old ones?
No,
Whoa.
Really?
I'm so
What kind of movies
weird.
do you like watching? I want to know.
Comedies?
Yeah, comedies,
For
and
sure,
like
yeah.
in the '90s, or so like Star Wars. I was too busy watching Chris Farley, Tommy Boy, best movie ever made.
Tommy Boy. That's
Shout
a great
out.
quote.
So,
With
I think I like Black Sheep a little bit more.
Really?
But when he
Yeah.
falls down that fucking mountain of dirt,
yeah.
and he's like, "What in
Those
the
90s.
hell was that all about
Dude, those 90s physical. 90s was the age of the physical comedian, dude. Because Jim Carrey came up.
Jim Carrey.
Adam
Sandler.
Dude, Ace Ventura, dude. Those movies were.
Yeah. Oh my God. Dumb and Dumber. I can never get enough of
legendary physical comedy, bro.
Legendary.
Yeah. So I'm gonna get to them.
That's good.
Star Wars is first on my list, though.
Well, here's a good question for you then.
It's a terrible question.
It's gonna be terrible.
It will be a horrible. We might get canceled for that.
He sighed. That was like the biggest sigh ever before.
Do you think? In today's age,
God, I'm so bored.
Because a lot of people say, I don't know if a lot of people say this, but I've heard that like women in comedy don't reach the levels of men in comedy. Is that have to do with actual? Are women funny?
Have you seen Kate McKinnon lately?
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, she is better than majority of the men on that.
For sure.
I love
and Kristen Wiig
like Tina
and your
Fey.
guys,
Oh,
Tina.
Tina's my
They're
Amy
the funniest
Poehler.
people.
Oh yeah. Is it an opportunity thing where like because
Like
where there's
writing-wise?
not as many opportunities for women in comedy?
I feel like that might be the case.
Pat, though, back in the 90s, just Pat.
Yeah. But like I feel like there's a lot of comedies or roles written for women that are written by men.
Like what?
And
so they're not.
What are the classic female-led comedy films?
Bridesmaids.
That's a recent.
Yes.
Is that the only one people can say?
But this is a recent one. That's the thing.
Okay,
you go back, it's harder.
Yeah, if you go back, it's like whoa, it's all men.
There's more than enough women writers, female
dominated.
Yeah, I mean, if you go back to the 90s,
have you seen Booksmart?
Oh, that's a good one.
That is a great film. And that's written by like a team of people, women and men, directed by Olivia Wilde. Shout out to the entire Booksmart team.
Absolutely.
Like
I would personally love to see Tina Fey in more films. Like,
absolutely.
She's a master.
What about Megan McCarthy?
Yeah.
Megan McCarthy?
Wait, so she's Megan in Bridesmaids.
That's not Megan McCarthy.
Yeah, it is.
No, that's not her first name.
That's not her first name.
Oh my God.
Not Alyssa. Oh God, what is her name?
What's her name?
It's not Megan McCarthy.
It's not Megan.
And her name's Megan in the show,
it's
right?
something McCarthy.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you guys, we need to edit this.
Oh God, it's not Megan McCarthy.
It's not.
Like,
it's Melissa.
I was like, it's not Megan.
Yeah.
Melissa McCarthy. Yeah, she's really funny.
Melissa McCarthy's amazing.
Ellie Kemper's hilarious.
She's really. Kristen Wiig's amazing.
Yeah, they're amazing. But
Maya Rudolph.
Yeah.
You go back to the 90s. It's like Molly Shannon.
Yeah.
Ex SNL.
It's SNL people.
But they weren't very huge movies. That's the thing in terms of like.
That's
But
true.
see, even today, where are these girls? Like,
I know.
Like, except for Melissa McCarthy had her like reign of just
she's
coming out with
amazing.
movies. But like these like Maya Rudolph, Kristen Wiig. I'm sorry,
and even
they don't
some
have,
of the movies that Kristen
they don't have any
were
like
in,
epic
not big
comedy films. Like,
yeah, they don't have many. They need to. Like, I know
like,
Kristen Wiig did a lot with like Bill Hader with the Skeleton Twins.
To me, there's a plethora of great female comedians.
I have a new call,
but there's very few.
Yeah,
like,
and I would differ sure be physical
of like these like great female comedies. Like,
I mean, you could, and
I'm trying to think of them.
All I can think about, or you have like Ellen DeGeneres.
Yeah.
True,
but she doesn't have like a movie. But she's hilarious.
Films is it's rare.
What's the girl's name? The blonde that was hot for like a year or two. The comedian, the blonde.
What movie?
Jokes about her vagina and her weight all the time.
Amy Schumer.
Oh,
yeah. Her first film, what was it called again?
Was it Trainwreck?
Trainwreck.
That was a good one.
I haven't seen that one actually.
It was
actually LeBron James.
Yeah.
It was really funny.
Okay.
But like her work after that, I didn't like as much.
I think she was doing more stand up. I think, or the Amy Inside Amy Schumer, the show.
Yeah,
I think she was focusing more on that probably.
Oh, speaking of shows, that's a good. What's the name of that one show with the two girls? Broad City.
Oh, Broad City. They are raunchy.
I want to see a movie. I want to see them in a movie.
Yes.
They would be awesome.
Like, where are the scripts for all these great?
I know. That's so true.
I feel like men get way more scripts and they're trash.
Yeah,
for sure.
Trash, garbage movies.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wait, but there's so many
this
women.
green
There
one.
are so many women in comedy.
Comedy movies are not what they used to be.
Yeah, dude.
Tanya, I think you're one of the funniest people I know. And I'm just saying that not like funniest woman that I know, but one of the funniest people that I know. Like you always bring joy into my life.
Oh, dude,
like no matter what. I think you would be a great writer. Would you ever do that?
So I am going to, once I can get through all this wedding stuff, I'm gonna do either IO or Second City. And I've been in Chicago for over 8 years now, and I've never pulled the trigger. You guys failed?
Well, it was a scholarship thing. You had to take classes.
Yeah.
We didn't like.
I didn't even know there was a scholarship. I was just going to hand them all my money.
It's actually for minorities. So you should actually do it.
Yeah, it's
next year, I guess. Or technically, it's this fall. Technically, I guess every year they do it. But yeah, you should do it.
I should definitely do it. The thing is, I keep going back between. Do I do improv or do I do stand-up?
I know.
Because I've been writing down some stand-up jokes as well.
I think...
and on my face, like, I'm very animated. For
I think you'd be better, because you're really quick and very quick-witted. I think you'd be better for improv.
I'm doing it. It's on my, like, bucket list, like, number one on my bucket list.
You'd kill it in both.
I think you'd be good at both. It just depends on what you personally like.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like,
which is you're more comfortable with.
Some people like to create their own comedy and, like, control a room and do whatever they want.
Right.
Totally.
Pacing everything. Or just more about yourself.
People just love the art of coming up with stuff on the spot.
For sure. For sure.
Yeah.
And you're a big team player. Just like we're doing some improv.
Look at this.
That doesn't mean you can't do both. Like some of the best stand-up comedians, like Eddie Murphy, great at stand-up, but really great at improv comedy too. So you don't have to do one or the other.
Right.
Yeah.
But I think you'd be awesome. You should write a screenplay and we'll film the movie. We'll make it.
Oh,
yeah.
Yes.
That'd be awesome.
That sounds sexy.
I'm so aroused right now.
And we're also going to be making a film with you.
We are. Yes.
So far, the working title is called Roomy.
Yeah, very generic.
With a Z or with an S?
No, it's
definitely with a Z.
SZ.
It's the South London way of spelling.
Oh, do you get to hear my trashy London accent then?
Do you want to be English in this?
How amazing would that be? That would be hilarious.
It's like, where's this interview from?
You know, like all these books, they have audibles, but it's all English people because they have such like an elegant sound to them. I would be like your trashy version of that.
Nice.
Inaudible.
Inaudible. Yeah. I always say I'm from Wisconsin, so I'm like a lot of trash, a little bit of class.
Shout out to Wisconsin.
Hey, Wisco, love you.
What part of Wisconsin are you from again?
From northwestern Wisconsin, a little place I like to call Eau Claire.
That's what you like to call it, but what do other people like to call it?
Eau Claire.
There we go. Okay.
Eau Claire.
Eau Claire.
Technically, I'm from Altoona, Wisconsin, but no one knows where that is, so Eau Claire it is.
Everybody in Wisconsin knows where that is, though.
No, I don't even know if that's true. Let's just go with it.
Let's just go with it.
You know?
Cool. All right, cool. Yes.
But
that's
but yeah, I'm gonna do it, and you guys are. And then we're going to do this film and we're going to kill it in her English
it's going to be funny. It's going to be submitted to film festivals. So you guys will actually see her, you guys and gals and everybody in between. You guys are going to be able to see Tanya in action.
Yes.
And more women in comedy, please.
Yes, more women in comedy.
And writers' rooms.
Writers' rooms.
Yeah.
That's the thing. That's the key because I think that's why people say women aren't funny in films is because they're written by men and men don't know women.
Right.
We've all known this.
We try and we say we do. We're like, we've met a woman.
Don't know women at all. I've never met one.
Dude, for writing a role for a woman, I'm like I kind of
so hard.
This is the thing. I feel like I can imagine what they would say or like how they would.
But it's always wrong.
But it's wrong. It's not natural and it's not funny because it's different sometimes.
Women know women, so they should write
absolutely.
women and not be afraid.
So by the way, for this role, you can improv and change as much as you want. You can write your own dialogue.
Oh yeah.
You can write your own dialogue.
Make it really womany.
Make it your own.
Make it super Tanya.
So Tanya.
I just gave like a generic bare bones outline for like dialogue, but you can do whatever.
Oh yeah, because I've been practicing my facial expressions for the last.
Nice. You have such great facial expressions.
It's gonna be like really good.
We're gonna take a 5-minute silence and just watch Tanya do some facial expressions. Starting
5 minutes.
now.
You can hear her face.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah, this is also the ASMR portion.
Why are you rubbing your butt?
It itched.
It itched. Okay, good. Well, we're gonna cut that short. 4 minutes and 50 seconds. But yeah, I think those are very important topics in comedy. And anything else that you wanna talk about in terms of shows or any recommendations for our listeners, for our 4 listeners?
We're gonna shout out. We're gonna post this all over the place so people can listen to us.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
I just said us like I'm gonna be here more, but
of course you would. Anytime you're welcome. Anytime, Tanya.
Yes.
Yeah, you're a friend of the show.
The people love you.
This is probably your 5th appearance on this show.
Yeah.
So you're a reg already.
I'm already a reg.
A rego.
Yeah, rego.
Shout out regos.
And I'm gonna start going to more movies, and I'm gonna start writing more scripts for women.
Absolutely.
Because we kick ass probably more than men do. No
I
offense.
would agree.
But no offense.
I'd agree.
Please take offense.
I'd agree because that takes off responsibility from us.
Yeah. Yes, you are welcome.
And
gotta hate responsibility.
I'm ready for something new. So absolutely.
Perfect.
I agree.
Perfect.
Awesome.
Cool.
Pass the old torch.
The old flaming Bic lighter. There you go. It's a Bic lighter for you.
Epic the podcast.
What else? Anything else that we want to talk about? That we want to bring up? Any other recommendations, shows that you guys recently watched that you're like, you should
talk about
this?
all of my recommendations.
I'm just ready for this orgy. Like I'm kind of.
Oh yeah, we're doing that.
Yeah. You should probably take a shower.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I have no water in my building.
Wait, I thought we already established.
Oh yeah,
younger.
We don't shower. Yeah,
we don't shower.
That's different.
Yeah.
That's different.
Yeah. Totally
if I'm going to see your butthole, I want you to be super clean. Just clean.
Oh, we're looking at
Noted.
butthole. Looking and
doing stuff.
Doing stuff.
Butt stuff.
Hashtag
butt stuff.
That's how we're going to take this episode.
Yes. That is the theme of this episode.
Everybody remember. Hashtag butt stuff. Butt stuff. Butt stuff. Butt stuff.
And we just got our Disney sponsorship back. That's how we got it. We got it back.
We whispered butt stuff. And they're like, you know what? We love these guys.
Disney is all about the innuendo.
Disney's all there.
Talk about Pixar movies. That's all innuendo.
Are they all in Pixar too? I don't even know.
Everywhere.
I don't notice them because I have a very wholesome brain. I'm very wholesome.
You are.
I've tried to corrupt you for about 10 years.
Yeah,
it doesn't work.
Failed.
Yeah.
Has not worked.
Horribly, violently, sexually failed.
What is butt stuff?
You know what? We're gonna have to educate you. You're gonna learn today. Show and tell. But yeah, those are the main topics I think about streaming and movies and film. So I feel like general consensus. General consensus. What is your summary for the whole theme, Jeremy? In brief, 30-second.
Oh man. The general consensus?
Yeah, in terms of film, shows, movies, streaming.
I mean, I'd say we need to boost the quality of cinema to keep that alive, to keep people wanting to go to the theaters, because I personally love the theater.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. And shows?
And for shows,
binge all at once kind of thing? Or would you release
binge comedy, watch drama one by one.
Drama one by one.
Is that your statement?
That's kind of my statement. Yeah.
I like that. I think I agree on that too. I think we're all in unison here.
Yeah, great.
And we're one.
Good, because
we're one. What? I didn't know what you said. I was doing a hand gesture.
Good.
I was doing a hand
gesture. It would have to kill you both if you didn't agree.
That's how we do it.
Whatever you say, Jeremy.
It's law.
That's good. Cool. And I think going to more movies, and I'm going to stand up for my ladies out there.
Oh, yeah. That's
You're standing?
I'm sitting currently, but I'm going to stand and I'm going to throw my fist in the air as well.
Yeah, throw it in the air.
Maybe both.
You can toss anything you want.
Anything you want.
Anything you want.
Just throw it up.
Articles
of clothing.
I was going to say articles of impeachment. That's what I was going to say. Articles of impeachment.
Yeah. And then
that's pretty much what they're doing right now.
That's
not to get political or anything.
Let's do it.
That's next week.
Next week we're going political. Going political. On KXPX. Epic the Podcast.
69.
Oh, 69.
Ooh, that was a good one.
We're a good radio program.
Yes.
Anything else you want to add before?
No, I just want to thank you to Dudes for having me.
Tanya.
Thank you.
Wow.
I know I invited myself.
Can we get like
Not
one of
at
those?
all.
Can we get one of those fake applause tracks?
Yeah.
Yeah. Put that in.
It's like from the 80s, so it's like really old.
There's only like one person really overexcited.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
We'll
Is that
throw
Mario?
in. Yeah, we'll throw that in.
Yeah, that was
We'll
Mario.
throw that in. But yeah, no,
Yeah, so
we thank you. Thank you for coming on to us and on us
All of it.
all
Yes.
over us
And it will happen again.
Yes.
multiple times.
So many times.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's impressive actually how many times it's happening. But yeah, thank you very much
Yeah,
for
thank
coming.
you.
You're welcome
Yeah.
anytime.
This is
And,
exciting.
I'll be
yeah.
back.
Yeah, do you have anything else to say?
For our next episode, we're going to invite a cheetah to be a guest.
Wow.
Yeah,
A cheetah.
but not just any
Fascinating.
cheetah. A female cheetah.
Oh, no.